All right, guys, tips on self-defense. You ever get in a situation you're in the street and someone's attacking you, make sure you know how to throw a jab, right? Because they might just come and try to swing at you. You don't want to be swinging at the same time there, so you're gonna knock each other out, right? Your goal is not to die in the first 5 seconds of the fight, right? Your goal is to stay alive, protect yourself from someone who's coming at you, obviously a visible threat, right? And he tries to swing on you, right? Get your hands up. Don't ever chicken wing. This is chicken wing, which means they have their hands up here. You're prime and ready for body shots, right? He's going to be out of control. He might be a drunk, belligerent idiot. He's just going to be swinging for the hills, right? You might have bumped him, knocked over his glass. Now he's angry. Now he turns around and he wants to swing on you. So in that situation, what you do, once again, I'll show you guys from back here. Don't ever cross your feet like this, trying to fight somebody. What I recommend is move, right? Move. And if I need to step over here, I step. If I need to step over here, I step with this foot first. But what you don't ever want to do is cross your feet or cross your feet backwards. What I would want to do is I want to step this foot right here, or if I need to step this foot back here, right? And that's what I want to do. Don't ever cross your feet because there's no balance. There's no balance to that. You're gonna get knocked over. This right here provides you a base. So you're in that situation, right? In order to throw a jab, a simple jab, people think they know what a jab is, but most people don't. So in that situation, I want to, right, take a step. So it should be like there's a string attached to my foot, to my lead foot, lead hand, right? Because if you're just doing this, you won't get any distance. You might need to get in there and get out really quick, right? So if I can step, right? Step is like they're attached, right? And also too, I might want to put a slight pivot in my step, right? So boom, 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 like that, right? That's how you do a simple jab, right? You want to be able to hit them like that. And you can move your body forcefully. Take that step and put all your energy and then come back as quickly as possible. There's a rock right there, so it's kind of hard to do that. Now, second step would be your cross. It means that's almost like across your body because your jab is just straight out. Your cross takes a lot more time, but there's a lot more power behind your cross, right? So if in that situation, once again, no chicken wing, tempting the chicken wing, your arms tucked in, right? And if I get my hook in there, right, and I bait him, and he's like, oh, whatever, boom, I can throw across. A lot more time to get to its target than this, but a lot more power. Once again, you're gonna keep your hand, somebody's gonna be up here protecting you. If one hand goes, the other hand comes back, like that, right? So with that cross, boom, right? And you want to pivot with that back foot, turn your hips as well to get that maximum amount of power. Once again, boom, boom, like that, right? So you want to make sure that you get that power. You can drop even as well, right? So that's probably some of the simplest ways to throw a hook, right? You can also, another way to throw a hook that some people don't know is you can do the regular, your typical hook, which is straight in front of you, or you can take your body off center line, right? So I can step my lead foot, step out here, but that fist is going straight. So once again, I can, right? So if I want to hit him a body shot, right in the kidney or right solar plexus, I can take a step. Plus that keeps my head off center line. Now he has to go down, right? But if I'm like straight like this, and we're just doing this, well then we know where to hit. So the whole point is to throw, once again, keep your arms down as well, but also you want to throw that hook, right? You want to take that time and you want to, right? And get yourself off center line. I actually recommend that punch, that cross across, excuse me. And you can drop levels, keeps you off, right? Now, you can combine those two as well. So when you're throwing that jab, boom, boom, right? But once again, one hand's always coming back. One hand's always coming back, right? And you can step. So you can step. So once again, keep one hand up. You can step, and then you can throw that next thing. Once again, you're going to pivot your back foot as well. So I'll show you. So like that, right? Now, next strike is going to be your hook, which I kept saying earlier, right? Now, I've always been guilty when I'm throwing a hook is to do this whole thing. You don't want to do this because you're telegraphing your strike, right? What I would want to do in that situation, you think you're getting less power, but you're actually going to be protecting yourself. And a hook, if it hits you, it can be fairly damaging. So when you're throwing that hook, right, you're just going to go straight across, right? You're not going to do this whole thing because this whole thing telegraphs that you're going to throw a hook. And that's what the drunk belligerent guy's going to do. He's going to swing all the way across like that. You can see that from a mile away. But if you're like this, you don't want to just throw a hook just to throw a hook. You want to lead up to that hook. So you can do a 1-2, which is a jab cross. So once again, boom, boom. And then when I get from here, I can come across with a hook. Now, a hook is a little bit more complicated. So in that situation, with a hook, you want to be able to pivot that front foot. So if I'm with my lead hand, it's like they're attached. Once again, string to foot, this. Once again, so if I'm throwing that hook, boom, like that. And I know people say, well, you don't get as much power as doing this, where you're telegraphing from here, and you're leaving yourself wide open. So your best spot is if you're in close, boom, like that. You don't see me telegraphing. I'm not telegraphing, boom, right? And if I want to do a rear hook, right, which is my backhand, right, I'll show you from the side. That's just that. Once again, I'm still pivoting with my body and my rear foot. Boom. Like I said, I've always been guilty in some of my videos where I'm like doing this and I'm doing this, right? You don't want to do that. I got to get better at that. So this, boom. I mean, just a nice straight shot across the jaw can turn someone's head and knock them out, right? Or you can at least knock them off balance. Boom, just like that. It's a little less power than this, but still you're gonna get, right? And that's all you gotta do with that. Once again, you turn that front foot, you're gonna pivot. So once again, doing this, right? This. And that's the whole goal. Right, do I recommend kicking in self-defense? No, I don't think kicking is the greatest thing, but if I'm gonna do a kick, if I'm gonna do any kind of kick, it's gonna be with maybe the rear foot. Once again, I'll show you, like if I'm in that situation, right, and we're exchanging throws and I can throw them off balance, I can maybe throw like a teep or just a kind of like a thrust kick, which they may say in karate, which is that, right? But kicks, that's just maybe put distance between you and him. I mean, I need to kick him off, right? But, you know, to maybe get him away from me. But I don't recommend people throwing kicks and stuff like that. It just doesn't make any sense. So in that situation, right, I'm gonna combine some of the moves that I'm throwing, right? Maybe this. Once again, I'll show you guys from the front with the opposite, because most people are right-handed. Once again, don't chicken wing. Keep your arms in. So in. Now, obviously, throw this like this. Boom. I got to get better at that. So, once again, like that. Right? But you don't want to be flapping your arms like a wounded chicken, because you're leaving your body open for shots. You don't want to be leaving your body open for shots. What you want to do is get in there quickly. You need to, don't telegraph. Once again, I'll show you from the side. Telegraphing, Don't telegraph. Don't come up here. Don't cock your arm back. Don't ever cock your arm back. You're telegraphing. So if I'm throwing a punch, from here to here, back. From here to here, back. From here to here, back. From here to here, back, right? So that's what I recommend out there. Don't throw kicks, because somebody can catch your kick and toss you off balance. If you need to throw a kick, any kind of kick, it's just something as simple as that. You don't want to be doing, back kicks, stuff like that. You want to be throwing, if you need to, right? To maybe tap them in the chest or hit them in the stomach or even a groin kick, right? But you don't want to be doing like Taekwondo. Catch your foot, throw you off balance, and beat the crap out of you. So you just want to keep your distance, and when you have a moment, you can step in, right? Step in with a three combination, right? Now this is a 1, 2, 3. Or if you need to bait them, right? Bait them, then, right? But you don't want to be telegraphing, right? Telegraphing, don't telegraph. Don't do this. Just keep your arm straight out, back, right? He won't be able to see. Watch this. Right? But you don't want to be like doing this whole thing. Don't cock back. He knows exactly you're going to be throwing that punch. Now, as far as elbows and head, you can use all those parts of your body. Those are the hardest parts of your body, better than the fist. You can sprain, break your wrist, fingers. Elbows work just as well. Different kinds of strikes. Even if you're on this side, you can still elbow, right? Or you can come back around, or a back fist. But you don't really want to be. Fists are much more dangerous. You can tweak your fist, especially if the guy's moving, and he's slipping, and you miss, and you crack, and you sprain your wrist. Now you're in trouble. Now you got to retreat back, and you're injured, right? So if he's in close, I recommend maybe a head strike, knee strike. You don't need to be doing any kind of weird movements. Just a straight knee strike. I'll show you from the side. It's as simple as this, like that, right? Or the other foot. Right? But you don't want to be doing lifting, turning, straight knee, and then come back, right? But that's just kind of all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys learned something. It's just a simple self-defense class, how to protect yourself and your loved ones. Once again, don't ever look for fights. Just protect yourself, protect your family. That's all this video is for. So hopefully you guys learned something today. Once again, last thing, feet. You're moving, you can move, you can move back, but don't ever cross. Don't cross your feet. You remember that, it keeps you with better balance. You're a lot more cautious approach. Also another thing, you're gonna move to the side. Don't step across, step with this foot. Or if I need to go this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Back, forward, side, other side. That's all I got for you guys today. Hit that like, subscribe button, continue checking my content, and I'll talk to you guys later. Love you guys. Peace.